Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am going to share information on diabetes through videos. It is first video, so watch all the videos from my playlist Health and Fitness. This video is for education purpose only. This is introduction video only. What will you get to watch in all these 4 videos? These are the main contents. 1. What is diabetes and who gets it? 2. What causes diabetes? 3. Types of diabetes, know the difference. 4. Signs and symptoms of diabetes in infants, children and adults. 5. Treatment options for diabetes. 6. Tips for preventing diabetes. 7. Managing diabetes with diet and exercise, top tips. 8. Diabetes in children, a guide for families. If you are first to my channel, please subscribe it. In this video we are going to discuss first 2 lessons. So let's start. Lesson 1. What is diabetes and who gets it? Diabetes is a significant problem in the developed world, and is especially prevalent among certain ethnic groups. Yet many people are not really sure what diabetes is, who gets it, and whether or not they are at risk. The basics. Diabetes means too much sugar in the blood. Its proper name is diabetes mellitus. The sugar in the diabetic person's system also comes out in the urine, which diabetics produce a lot of. The ancient Egyptians noticed that the urine of certain people attracted sugar-loving insects like ants. The term diabetes comes from the Greek physician Aretius, and means to siphon. The term mellitus, meaning honey sweet, came about in the late 1600s. Diabetics need to take steps to control their blood sugar levels, something that is normally done automatically within the body. How this is done and to what extent it is done depends on the type of diabetes that is present. Types. There are 2 basic types of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, also called juvenile diabetes, often occurs in childhood. In this type of diabetes, the pancreatic cells are destroyed, either by the body's own immune system or some external damage to the pancreas, such as injury or surgery. Type 1 diabetics must inject insulin into their bodies since their pancreas no longer produces insulin. Insulin takes the sugar from the blood and gets it into the body's cells where it can be used. Type 2 diabetes is far more common and tends to occur in adults. Generally, those with type 2 diabetes have a functioning pancreas, it just doesn't produce enough insulin, or the insulin it produces is ignored by the body, insulin resistance. Type 2 diabetes can sometimes be managed with diet and exercise, and insulin injections may or may not be necessary. Who gets diabetes? Type 1 diabetes tends to run in families. Type 2 diabetes can also run in families, and may occur in at-risk individuals, those who are overweight, sedentary, over the age of 35, or had gestational diabetes in the past. You cannot catch diabetes as it is not caused by a pathogen. The prevalent opinion among medical professionals is that type 2 diabetes can be prevented or minimized through a healthy lifestyle. The theory goes that too much white flour products, white sugar, corn syrup, and other refined sugars and grains cause the pancreas to become exhausted or the body to resist the insulin that is produced. Now let's go to lesson 2. What causes diabetes? Chances are, you know someone with diabetes, or someone in your family has it. But what causes it? How does a person develop the symptoms of diabetes? There are basically 2 types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. These differ as to their cause and treatment. Here are some ideas about what causes diabetes. Type 1. Type 1 diabetes is caused by a malfunctioning pancreas. What causes the pancreas to malfunction differs from case to case. It tends to run in families, but some individuals have developed diabetes in childhood when no one in their family has any history of the disease. In some individuals, their own immune system attacks the pancreas and destroys its cells, thereby rendering it useless. In others with type 1 diabetes, an injury or pancreatic surgery destroys the pancreas to the point that it can no longer produce insulin. Type 1 diabetes has a different demographic than type 2. Children as young as 2 or as old as 22 can be diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, hence the alternate name for type 1 diabetes, juvenile diabetes. However, older people can certainly develop type 1 diabetes, especially if there is injury to the pancreas. Type 2. Type 2 diabetes may have some hereditary factors, too, but not to the clear-cut degree that type 1 does. In type 2, the body becomes resistant to the insulin that the pancreas is still producing. Or, type 2 diabetics have a functioning pancreas but the organ does not produce enough insulin. Older individuals and those who are overweight are considered more at risk for developing type 2 diabetes than those with a healthy body weight and lifestyle. What triggers it? An autoimmune disorder might trigger type 1 diabetes, as the body's immune system can inexplicably attack the pancreas and destroy its cells. There might also be some other way that the pancreas gets damaged, which is not age-specific. Type 2 diabetes may be triggered by unhealthy, sugar-rich diets and a sedentary lifestyle. The pancreas may simply become exhausted trying to keep the blood sugar down in response to the constant influx of sugar from the diet. Other possibilities for triggers include high blood pressure and stress. While it's not directly proven as a causal factor, individuals with high blood pressure are statistically more likely to develop diabetes than those with normal blood pressure. Stress as a causal factor has a similarly unproven status, but it is often thought by medical professionals that prolonged, unrelieved stress increases the risk of diabetes. Sometimes the stress is caused by trauma or emotional disturbance, somehow making the individual susceptible to developing diabetes. That's all this videos, hope you understood. If you not, please watch once more, then it will clear properly. So watch lesson 3 and 4 in the video too. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel if not yet. Thanks for watching.